the most essential thing that we're trying to achieve is to make the public aware that the Maori language is not dead and has no real hope of dying.
There were centuries and centuries where Te Reo Māori was just the norm. Even after settlers arrived, our reo was still the daily tool of communication in Aotearoa for a really long time. From about 1860, that all changed. Land wars, foreign diseases like influenza, to world wars and policies like the Native Schools Act hugely affected our populations and the passing on of reo to future generations. In the 1960s and 70s, we saw a massive urban drift of our people to the cities and away from pa central living. All of this to say, there was a lot of very intentional colonial bullshit that meant that there are many generations before us who had their reo actively taken away from them. In 1913, 90% of Māori schoolchildren could speak Te Reo Māori. By 1953, that reduced to just 26%. Ngā Tamatoa formed in the late 1960s. They worked against discrimination and oppression experienced by Māori and to uphold things like te reo and te tiriti. The Te Reo Māori Society was formed at Victoria University in 1970. Many of these people were urbanised Māori wanting to do something about the impact of colonisation on our people and language. Both groups wanted Te Reo Māori to be taught in schools, so working together with Te Huinga Rangatahi, the Māori Students Association, they gathered 30,000 signatures from across Aotearoa. Those signatures were delivered to Parliament on the 14th of September 1972 by the groups and supporting kaumātua. You probably know this image, some of the members of Ngā Tamatoa sitting on the steps of Parliament on this day. The 14th of September became known as Māori Language Day, and things only snowball from here. 1975, the first Māori Language Week takes place, wrapping around the 14th of September. Reo initiatives build around the country and the Waitangi Tribunal is established. In 1978, the first bilingual school opens in Ruatoki, and in 1982 we have the first kohanga reo in Waifetu. 1985, 13 years after that reo petition is delivered to Parliament, another really important thing happens. Dr. Huirangi Waikereburu and Ngākai Whakapūmau I Te Reo launched the Wai 11 Treaty Claim. It would become known as the Te Reo Maori Claim. After a number of lengthy hearings and proceedings, the tribunal releases its findings in 1986. Amongst the findings, the tribunal agreed that Te Reo Māori was a taonga that the Crown must actively protect, and in particular was critical of the Minister of Education's approach and policies with regard to te reo. In 1987, the Māori Language Act was passed, Te Taurawhirio Te Reo Māori was established, and Te Reo Māori was made an official language in Aotearoa. All of this to say, Te Reo Māori and we as a people have really been through it. The world that we live in today is vastly different to that of 1972. Yes, there are still so many hills to climb, but today Te Reo Māori can be heard on the news, in our workplaces and homes and schools and marae. Maybe you love Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori. Maybe it brings up some of that painful history for you. All of these feelings are totally okay. We should celebrate te reo all year round. I reckon Te Wiki can be a time to reflect on and to honour all of those po who fought for our reo to be alive and thriving for us. Kia manoa nui koutou mā.